Yo, what's up, y'all? Today we're going to be talking about anime, specifically Dragon Ball Super Broly, the movie. Hold on to that Pikachu. So, anime is something I haven't talked about on this channel, but I'm not a big esoteric fan of anime. I'm a simple guy. My favorite anime is Dragon Ball. That's all I need. I don't need to watch everything on Crunchyroll or anything. So although I like digital media, a few years ago I decided to collect as many physical mainstream things of Dragon Ball as possible. So I have all the manga. Here's DBZ number 14. And this is Dragon Ball Z Kai, which is awesome. There's no filler. It's in 4x3, except for the Buu saga. They cropped it again, which was a big disappointment. And Dragon Ball Super is the latest movie. I think Dragon Ball Super is the best movie they've ever made. And here's why. First of all, the artwork is very, very true to the old anime. When the first Dragon Ball Super, it wasn't, Dragon Ball Super didn't even exist yet, but they revived the series with Battle of Gods. Here you can see how they still call it Dragon Ball Z. But the artwork and the animation in this movie was very foreshadowing of the quality of artwork and animation that would be in the Dragon Ball Super TV series. The lines, the ink lines were very clean, and the colors were very saturated and bright. And that's not how you illustrate Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball is a very unique look. Akira Toriyama is very unique. No one can draw like him. Well, they can imitate him, but he's the originator, so you can't really force Dragon Ball. You can't really draw Dragon Ball like every other anime out there. You have to do things differently. So, with Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F, I thought it was a little better, but it was pretty much the same style of artwork and animation. And I thought the story was kind of lame, and Frieza, he got a new form, and that looked kind of lame. And I didn't really like this movie. This movie, wow. So if you see the lines, the ink lines, they purposefully left it not clean, so it looks more like a sketch. And the colors are very kind of muted. They're not as bright and colorful and saturated as Dragon Ball Super and the first two Dragon Ball Super movies. It looks very good. And the story is very good too. If you've seen the Broly movies before from Dragon Ball Z days, it's pretty much the same with a few differences. So they did a retcon it. They changed a detail here and there. And as you can see, it's not really a spoiler, but Vegeta and Goku go Super Saiyan Blue, which did not exist in the old days. So they have to do that. And most of the movie was about the story and the backstory. So there's not a lot of fighting in this movie. So you may not like that, but as a big Dragon Ball fan, I really like that. Yeah, it goes into the past and goes back to Planet Vegeta. And you actually see a lot more female Saiyans, which back in the old days, they didn't really show many female Saiyans. So I was like, how do they reproduce? Well, there you go. You know, back in the old days, with the old movies, a lot of the movies had the same plot. So in the beginning, they featured all the cast, so you see all your favorite characters again. And then an evil comes, and then one by one, you have all the characters fighting the evil, from the weakest character to the strongest character. Of course, Goku is the last character, usually. And then at the end, either Goku uses a spirit bomb to kill the bad guy, or every good guy pours his energy into Goku. They reach out and then energy flows to him, and then that's how he defeats Goku. So predictable. I guess back in the day, maybe that was a message that they wanted to send to the universe, like, if we cooperate, we can defeat evil. But this movie, it's not really like that. It doesn't end with a spirit bomb or everyone pouring energy into Goku, so I really like that. So as far as my favorite, it's not technically a movie, but my favorite non-TV episode of Dragon Ball is The History of Trunks. This is the original version. It's in a 4x3. They don't sell the 4x3 version anymore, which is kind of sad. And if you watch this in Japanese, it's so emotional. Trunks, the voice actor of Trunks is amazing. And if you haven't seen it, I won't spoil what happens, but yeah, this is still my favorite non-TV episode. But this has become my favorite movie. So number 1 is this, and then number 2 is this. This is my favorite movie right now. So I'm sorry this was kind of a vague review. I didn't want to spoil anything. So if you're a fan of Dragon Ball, I highly recommend you watch this movie. I got it pretty late. I got it a few days ago. I knew about it last year, but I wanted to get the Blu-ray instead of, yeah. It released in April. I got it late April, and I'm glad I did. So thank you for joining me on another video. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.